So I just went to the thrift store again and I found so many good pieces. Let's see what I found. So last week I was going to upload a video where I had a thrift haul for you guys, but unfortunately I had some technical problems and I lost my finished edited video. I was just about to upload it. Everything on my computer crashed and I could not save the video and I needed to make another one. So here I am. I'm sorry for the delay, but this is the reason. So I am going to show you guys everything that I found in the thrift store and I'm going to share all my thoughts and ideas on each piece, and let's get started. So this time around, when I went to the thrift store, I wanted to see if I could find items that I can upgrade into designer looking pieces. And the first piece that I found is perfect for that. It is a bed sheet. And it has the most beautiful print. It has these gorgeous details here and it has a border so you can take advantage of the border where there's less print. And then it has the small flower print all over the bed sheet. And I imagine some vintage looking dresses for kids with collar and just maybe like an embroidered chest area. It's super pretty, and it can also be made into a very nice set for adults. Maybe a nice summer dress with elastic in the chest area and some poofy sleeves would be nice. So many options. Bed sheets are just the go-to fabric if you're going to start sewing with thrifted fabrics. Go looking for bed sheets because you get so much fabric for the amount of money you pay, and it's made usually out of cotton or linen or natural materials, which also makes it so much easy to sew. When you iron it, it creases nicely, and it's just the best material in my opinion to sew with. Just for like beginners as well, use bed sheets. It's great. So the next I found was also a very nice bed sheet, and it has this nice roses all over the bed sheet. And on the inside it has smaller roses, and I really loved the smaller roses. This is kind of what I fell in love with in this bed sheet, but I'm sure I can use both of them, and maybe I can even combine both of them into one piece. So I just imagined something. This is maybe more for the fall winter season next year, but maybe something dark with poofy sleeves with some nice lace trim in black. I also got inspired by this because it kind of reminds me of some of these Zimmermann dresses that are more on the dark side, usually with flower prints and with dark materials. It was just a very nice material, so I really like this one. Next, I did find a bunch of lace curtains this time, and usually I don't go for the lace curtains. I usually go for the hand embroidered or crochet tablecloth if I'm going to use secondhand lace, if I'm going to use it as lace. But this time I actually grabbed a bunch of laced curtains, and that is because I have one specific project in my mind and it's coming up on my YouTube channel. So these are all the curtains that I found, and these lace curtains are all different. They're not the same, but they have the same white tone. I'm going to create a secondhand wedding dress using only secondhand laced curtains, and I'm going to combine a bunch of them together. And I don't want to line it because I want to give the lace focus. If you line it, the lace details will not be so visible, but if you have maybe like a nude slip dress underneath, the lace will get all the focus. And I wanted to have a long trail. So stay tuned for this project because I think it's going to be a very fun challenge to turn a bunch of old vintage curtains into a wedding dress. It looks very wedding dress. It looks like wedding dress lace, and it has this ruffle trim. I will probably not reuse this ruffle trim, but it just gave me like a visual of how nice it can be together. So I really liked this one, and it has a lot of fabric as well. Then I got one that had a very nice trim at the bottom. It has a nice detail at the trim. And I think this is going to be nice to reuse in the wedding dress that I am going to create. Then I found another one, and this is more interesting because it's not like the flower lace. This is a little bit more geometrical, but I think that's going to be a nice contrast to all the flower lace. It's nice to have something that kind of breaks the sweet look of it, so it's not going to be too sweet. And also for this one, it's gonna break the very romantic look in the flower print. So I have a little bit of a contrast when I'm going to combine these into one wedding dress. And I think that's gonna be the perfect combination. And then lastly, for the lace, I also got just one more traditional lace curtain that you see in an old cabin or old house, but this is going to be nice for the skirt because I do need a lot of fabric. So I did get some just to know that I have enough fabric. So I'm very excited for this project, and I think it's going to be super fun to take you guys along with me in the process. Stay tuned for next week because that's when this wedding dress is coming out. Next, I found a dotted bed sheet, and this one is for my son because I usually buy bed sheets in the thrift store and then I make him smaller bed sheets for his bed because he uses a junior sized bed, so his duvet is smaller than usual. So I just buy him bed sheets in the thrift store and then I make him smaller ones to fit his bed, and then I get some extra fabric as well to make other things. I will probably make him some shorts or some pants for the summer. Maybe a matching shirt would be super cute for him, or even a pajama set or something. I think it's perfect for kids, and maybe even I could make a bucket hat or a sun hat for my daughter. I'm super excited about the next one because I found a huge bed sheet in 100% linen, and especially linen in white is so summery and so airy, and it just looks so beautiful. I just had to get it because it's a basic color. I can always get use out of it. So in one piece of bedsheet, it's probably about 5 meters in total of fabric. And for that, in 100% linen, you would have to pay a lot of money. So for this specific fabric, I imagine maybe a simple linen dress, maybe a wrap dress, or even a tiered skirt would be nice in this color. I also have in my mind an idea of recreating one of Dior's vintage haute couture dresses. I imagine a boat neck and a covered belt and just a very nice full circle skirt. I think it would be so classic and so pretty, but also maybe a simple set in linen, maybe like a linen trousers and a linen shirt would be nice together. There are so many options, and linen is such a great summer material to sew in. I'm very excited about this. Next, and this is actually the last piece, I found a beautiful tablecloth, but the texture on this tablecloth is amazing, and you wouldn't believe that it is a tablecloth because it feels like almost like silk or satin in it's a very heavy fabric. This is gonna drape so nicely. I was thinking of making a slip dress out of this, and I think it would be the perfect fabric for making a slip dress because you can see how beautiful and heavy it drapes, and that is perfect when you're making slip dresses or draped dresses cut on the bias. You want to have very heavy but also thin fabrics that drapes and falls nicely. And I was also considering making a blouse out of this with a very simple blouse with cuffs and maybe some buttons, covered buttons. I think that would be so classic and beautiful in this fabric. So that was all the fabrics that I found, and I am now going to take you guys with me where I'm going to transform some of these fabrics. I really hope that you guys want to stay tuned for next week because I have a very special video coming up and I think you guys are gonna love it. We're going to transform all the lace fabrics. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I put out new videos every Friday and I will talk to you guys next Friday. Bye!